welcome back to my channel, Duct Tape Mechanic. In this video I'm going to show you how I repaired this old belt sander that I picked up for a couple of bucks on Facebook Marketplace. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. Welcome to another episode of my series Free on Facebook, in which I repair, reuse, and recycle tools I find for free on Facebook Marketplace, or inexpensively priced tools on Facebook Marketplace. In this episode, I picked up this old belt sander for $5. It's a Black & Decker U144, probably about 20 years old. Alright, so this is a Black & Decker belt sander. It's the model number U144. Appears to be more than 20 years old. Looks like the cord is in good condition, so I'm going to go ahead and plug it in and not be too worried about electrocuting myself. Don't know what's wrong with it, or if there's anything wrong with it, but it fits a belt size that's 3 by 24 inches, which is kind of an awkward size, but came with this broken up belt. So I'm gonna have to order one online or go to Harbor Freight. They have a 4-inch by 24-inch one, and just cut an inch off of that one and see if that'll work. But let's go ahead and plug it in and see what we're dealing with. So it turned on there, but it was kind of a weird grinding noise there. I'll do that one more time just to show you what's going on, but that definitely sounds like some sort of grinding. So we won't do any more because that sounds pretty intense until I figure out where that's coming from. So still trying to figure out the grinding noise. I think this may be the gearbox here. Looks like it's got enough. Looks like the grease. It's got enough grease here. I mean, getting it on my hands. But the curious thing here is this gear looks loose to me, and that's exactly what's going on. Just came right off. Washers also. I think it should be retained using this one of these snap rings. After noticing the loose middle gear, I initially thought that the snap ring had just fallen off, so I replaced the snap ring and decided to give it another go. Okay, so I think I figured out why the gears are grinding and why the snap ring keeps coming off. It's because if you look at this gear, so I've taken the snap rings off of this one and that one, and even you see how this one is still stationary even with the snap rings off. This one's wobbling all over the place. That's why it just vibrates and knocks the snap ring off. So what's happening is actually the inside of the bore here is actually worn out. It's actually chunks of it are missing. I think over time perhaps they got lost lubrication or something, and the vibration caused it to develop a wobble, which caused this damage here. So instead of throwing this out and giving up on it, I'm going to give this one shot. So I went ahead and I bought these bearings. These are a 1/4 inch inner diameter ball bearings that have a little flange on it, so just in case So the plan is to bore out this hole here and install or press fit a ball bearing, which is the exact diameter of this axle here. Fits exactly on there. All right, just looks like so. And it would be similar to what this gear has on it. This one actually has that ball bearing in there, so that'll hopefully keep our gear in the center of this axle and prevent it from wobbling all over the place. So I'll give it a shot. I'll try to bore this so it'll fit perfectly into here. And I got the flanged one, as I was saying earlier, so just in case if I need to add a little bit of epoxy to it to help retain it, I can add it to that flange piece. So let's give that a shot. After using a drill press to drill out the hole, I used a brush to clean up any debris. Before press fitting the bearing, I did apply some epoxy to the inner part of the bore, or the bored hole. This was probably overkill since the bearing fit in quite well, but it did give me a little bit of extra peace of mind. Then I installed the gear with the newly fitted bearing back onto the axle of the sander. Look at the reduction in the wobble. Absolutely. Then I applied some high pressure, high temperature grease to the gears. And this is probably what caused the gears to have the problems in the first place, because the old grease probably just dried up. I couldn't find any 3x24" belt sander belts nearby, so I made my own by cutting down a 4x24" belt. Hey, this is the duct tape mechanic you're watching after all. Alright, let's give this, let's put this through the ringer. Give it a test drive. No more grinding noise. That's a plus, I guess. Overall, I'm fairly happy with this thing, and for $5, it's not a bad find. And just to verify everything, let's go ahead and open up that gearbox and see what it looks like in there after it's been used for a while. Everything's still pristine condition. Gears nicely lubricated. Snap rings are still on. They haven't shot off. So I'm happy with that.